Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of TomTalks podcast. I know I'm a little late with this episode, normally because I would record this on the Wednesday before the Thursday night game, but I got a part-time job. I'm working at nights a couple times a week, so along with my full-time job during the day, so I'm just working my ass off a lot. So enough of the excuses. Here's the video. We're gonna dive right into it. Titans and Steelers. The Steelers barely hold on to beat the Titans, but the good news for the Tennessee Titans is it looks like they found their guy. Will Levis looks really good right now as a rookie quarterback. He may not be the best overall quarterback. He was probably bet, especially during the draft time that he dropped all the way to the second round, but he looks really good as of right now. He looks really good. These couple of games, he's been very impressive. So apparently he's going to be starting for the rest of the year. So I'm looking forward to see what he does for the rest of this rookie season. And just for whatever reason, the Steelers just keep on winning. No matter what they do, no matter how bad they look, especially offensively, they're always in games and they just find a way to win games at the end of the day. Woke up late, needed some coffee. I'm starting to wake up now. Actually, I didn't wake up late at all, but that was a lie. But anyway, I'm just groggy, tired, headache, whatever. But we're gonna power through this video. So, first game in the Sunday game in Germany, the Chiefs beat the Dolphins 21-14. Very, very in the first half, Chiefs dominated, especially with their last touchdown, which was a takeaway from the defender. They stripped the ball from Tyreek Hill, took it all the way back to the house. Dolphins looked bad in the first half. They came alive in the second half, and Tua for whatever reason, Tua overthrew the third down play, and the fourth down play he couldn't handle the snap. So that loss is all on Tua Tagovailoa, unfortunately. And unfortunately for the Dolphins, the narrative continues that the Dolphins cannot beat teams with winning records. But as of right now, they're still in first place in the AFC East. They still have the best chance to win the AFC East as of right now. But if something doesn't change, I don't think the Dolphins are going to make the playoffs. Either that, or the Bills might come back and win the division, and entirely possible the Dolphins could get kicked out of the playoffs. But more on the playoff pictures in a minute. The Vikings beat the Falcons, to my shock, 31-28. As the story of last week goes, Josh Dobbs was traded on Tuesday. He didn't get to start. He's still learning on the plays. The starting quarterback of that week was a rookie. He got a concussion, left the game, and he basically went in there and he did his thing. Ran for a touchdown, and I believe he threw for two touchdowns. But yeah, man, the story of Josh Dobbs is absolutely incredible. Like last year, he was in Tennessee. He started those last few games in Tennessee when they were in playoff contention for the AFC South. Signs with Cleveland. Cleveland trades him to Arizona. Arizona, he does okay. He beats Dallas, and then he unfortunately continues to lose. And supposedly the story as it goes, as according to Josh Dobbs himself, he said that Jonathan Gannon told him right to his face that he's not going to get traded, and then he gets traded. So and same thing with he's not going to be starting. You're not being benched. You're starting this week, but apparently he got benched as well before about the whole trade thing. So Jonathan Gannon, as an Eagles fan, as I always knew, is a fucking scumbag, and Josh Dobbs is someone you can easily root for. It's fucking insane what he's doing right now. Maybe the Vikings can still make the playoffs after the Kirk Cousins injury, and especially when Justin Jefferson comes back. He's going to help out Josh Dobbs so much. Meanwhile, on the Atlanta side, Heineke started the game, and from what I saw of the game, because the game wasn't the main game broadcasted, he looked fine. Didn't look great. Looked okay. I believe Desmond Ridder was hurt. I don't know if he's starting again. I don't know if he's going to start. I don't know if he's still on injury. I don't know if he's still hurt or in concussion protocol or what the case is, but I have to find that out. So let's go to the next game. Yeah, the Baltimore Ravens would absolutely manhandle the Seattle Seahawks 37-3. So no matter what happens, it seems like the Ravens are playing as the best team in the NFL right now. Actually, I don't know what I don't know why I said that first part, but no matter which NFC team it seems, the contending NFC teams play the Ravens, they absolutely get just smacked up. Lions got smacked up by the Ravens. Now Seattle got smacked up by the Ravens. Ravens are playing very, very good football. They're playing the best football out of anybody right now, even better than the Chiefs. And we'll get to my Eagles in a second, but those are probably the two Super Bowl favorites as of right now. The Ravens and the Eagles facing in Super Bowl 58. That'd be pretty fucking crazy. But yeah, Lamar can throw. Lamar can throw. He can run. The running game looks fantastic. The defense is, I think they're the best. I think they're now the best scoring defense in the league. So yeah, Baltimore is just kicking ass. All cylinders are kicking for them. And Seattle, yeah, they just did not look good. They couldn't do anything against the Ravens, but they're gonna come. But they're still in the playoffs, and they're gonna come back, and they're good. I think they're still gonna be a good playoff team. Browns shut out the Cardinals 27-0. That's not really a surprise there. Cardinals are not that good of a team. Browns against of a top tier defense. Deshaun Watson starting to look like he's starting to come back into form. I'm surprised. So maybe this is the start of the Deshaun Watson redemption, at least on the football field. Obviously, off the field, the dude's a creep. The dude's a weirdo, but on the football field wise, he looks like he's starting to come back and be a good quarterback. Now, this game shocked me only because I didn't know. If I knew that Matt Stafford wasn't starting, I would have picked the Packers to win, but I didn't, so that was on me. I didn't get to see any of the highlights, so good on Green Bay for beating the Rams. And now, probably the craziest game of the week, one of the craziest games of the weekend, arguably the craziest game of the weekend, Bucks and Texans. I thought the Bucks were going to stop their losing streak and win this game, but clearly I was wrong. Now they lost four in a row. And CJ Stroud it looks is looking like a lock for offensive rookie of the year. He's looking like a lock for. He's definitely and now people are saying he's in the MVP conversation, which to me is kind of crazy. I mean, I shouldn't say it's kind of crazy. It's not really if you really look at the stats because apparently CJ Stroud he threw both rookie records. What was it? 470 yards and 5 touchdowns in this game, and I think he has one interception throughout the entire year, and he looks like the best. He's definitely the best rookie quarterback in the class as of right now. He's definitely playing better than Bryce Young. Anthony Richardson got hurt, so it's not really fair to say that he's playing better than him. But Richardson is more of a freak like Cam Newton, and as of right now, Will Levis looks good. But I think, but C.J. Stroud is definitely looking like a lock for offensive rookie of the year, despite other players looking good, especially Puka Nacua. This game I saw Commanders and Patriots. Commanders will go into Foxborough and get the win back. 4-5, they're just outside the playoffs. I think this might be it for the Patriots. There are a lot of rumors for the Patriots that Bill Belichick was going to get fired if they lose to the Indianapolis Colts. But I find that very hard to believe only because out of the respect for Bill Belichick, they're going to let him at least finish the year. But who knows? I don't know. I don't know for certain. I think it'd be a mistake to let Belichick go during the year. Definitely let him go of the off season because he spent a lot of money these past couple of years, and the results haven't helped. Mac Jones doesn't look like the quarterback he was supposed to be. He didn't take that step up, even though it's not all Mac Jones' fault. It's very hard for a quarterback to get used to play in 3 different systems in 3 years. First year is Josh McDaniels. Second year was I don't know if it's the same system, but like 3 different play calls on the offensive side of the ball. Matt Patricia, who isn't an offensive guy, and then you have Bill O'Brien, who is, but it's a whole new system again. So we'll see what happens with the Patriots in the offseason. Saints edge out the Bears. Tyler Badger threw 3 picks. Saints defense looked good, and the offense did just enough. Bryce Young did not look very good in this game. He threw 3 interceptions, including 2 pick sixes. Colts looked good defensively. Raiders crushed the Giants 30-6. After firing coach, offensive coordinator, they ran the football. They looked like an offensive football team, and and Max Crosby did his thing. He got 3 sacks. So happy for the Raiders for at least this week for the win. Who knows if this streak's going to continue? I will be rooting for Antonio Pierce to be doing very well throughout the rest of the year. So I wish my luck to the Raiders. And here is arguably a lot of people saying, "Oh, the most controversial game of the weekend." my Eagles being the very hated Dallas Cowboys, 28-23. A lot of people bitching about all the penalties. Oh, like Eagles benefited for so much penalties. We had the same amount of penalties, and look at the last drive. You literally got down to the hour like 15 or like our side of the field within 3 plays because of 3 different penalties on the defensive side of the football. Because when we gave up those 3 penalties, I thought we were going to lose the game. I thought for sure that Dak would throw a touchdown to end the game and just silence the crowd. But luckily, that did not happen. Luckily, time management is a skill that they still do not have, because he took a sack. What was the thing of the plays? I believe it was a false start, I believe. Then he took a sack. Then he threw an incompletion, and then he threw a completion, but it was at the tip. But CD Lamb got tackled to the tip. So, and then all these Cowboy fans out the woodwork. Oh, the refs suck. The refs are on the Eagles side. All these Cowboy fans can shut the fuck up. I swear to God, they know nothing about the game of football. All they do is complain, nag, and bitch. These are the top 3 complaints I heard from Dallas Cowboy fans this week. At least the three main comments. The refs helped you out win the game. No, they didn't. We had the same amount of penalties for roughly the same amount of yards. What was the second comment was, oh, congratulations on winning your Super Bowl. Fuck off. We've been better than you the past 2 decades. You haven't done anything since I was shitting in diapers. And 3, oh, we have 5 rings. And then 5 rings this, 5 rings that. And then. Fuck off. Fuck you. And if I wanted to be that guy, I could say, yeah, the Eagles have 3 NFL championships and 1 Super Bowl. So technically, we're only 1 title behind you. But that would make us Eagles fans look pathetic. So here's my suggestion to Cowboys fans, to the dumbass Cowboy fans. Hold your fucking players and coaches accountable like we do. When we lost to the Jets, we blamed Jalen Hurts for the 4 turnovers. We blamed the Eagles for 4 turnovers. We didn't blame the refs. We didn't blame anybody else. The NFL hates the Eagles. No, we didn't do that. We held our team accountable. Jalen Hurts threw 3 picks. DeAndre Swift fumbled the ball once. We turned the football over 4 times. Their defense didn't get a turnover. The offense wasn't playing good enough. So, hold your fucking team accountable and get over it. You're fucking playing the Giants, so you're gonna whip their ass this week. Now, and they're gonna be, oh, we them boys again. Like, they can all fuck off. I hate Cowboys fans with a passion. I hate the Cowboys. I hate their stupid fucking fan base. All right. Anyway, enough of that stupid fucking tangent. Anyway, Bengals beat the Bills this week 24-18. Joe Burrow's back. He's healthy. The Bengals are back. They're the last team in the playoffs as of right now. And the Bills are not looking good. They're not playing good football as of right now. And last game, Chargers crushed the Jets 27-6. Maybe the Chargers have found their offensive mojo. Who knows? I didn't really pay attention to this game because I had a date down that night. I didn't get to see most of the game. But anyway, enough of that. Enough of my personal life. Now, before I go over the, let's do standings. Let's do playoff picture. Before we go over the next schedule, the Week 10 schedule, I want to see what the playoffs look like right now. Chiefs and Eagles, first, are the number 1 teams in the playoffs as of right now. No, not really surprised there. Ravens, not surprised there. Lions, I would say I think a lot of people thought the Lions were going to be better and win the division this year, but I don't think they'd be the second best team in the conference. So good on Detroit. Jags, I kind of expected them to be dominant in the AFC South. They're up by like at least 2 games, I believe. 49ers, first place, but they lost 3 in a row. Saints, who I predicted to win the division, are up top right now, but they were trailing Atlanta for the longest time. And Dolphins, who I think a lot of people were mixed between. I think we all thought the AFC East would be a much tougher division between the Dolphins, Bills, definitely those 2 teams, and the Jets, but with Aaron Rodgers was healthy. Now that he's not now that he's not healthy, the Jets may still have a chance, but it's a long way out. Now for the wild card teams, I mean, we all knew the AFC North was going to be the toughest division, but I didn't think all the AFC North teams were going to be in the playoff picture as of right now. As of right now, they all are. It could be this way at the end of the year. It's very much possible, but we'll see. But out of all the teams who are most likely to fall off, I think it's going to be the Steelers. As much as I don't want to doubt Mike Tomlin because all he does is win. No matter what he does, he just wins football games. The Browns with Deshaun Watson may not have enough experience, and the only team I trust in the wild card as of right now are the Bengals. I trust them to at least move their butt up to the 5th seed, maybe even win the division, but we'll find out at the end of the year. And the teams in the hunt, Bills are just outside the playoffs. Texans, Chargers, Jets with 4-4 records. I'm not sure if any of these teams can come back and make the playoffs. If Aaron Rodgers comes at the end of the year, I think the Jets may have a slim chance. Chargers, if they don't keep losing every game, and Texans are maybe, I don't know. But over the NFC wild card, the wild card teams, the Seahawks, I expect them to keep going, keep being good, making the play, at least be as a wild card team, maybe even win the division, depending on how bad the 49ers keep playing. Cowboys, they're too talented to miss the playoffs, and they have a pretty easy schedule the rest of the way. And definitely have doubts on the Vikings, only because Kirk Cousins got hurt. Josh Dobbs, he's still an unknown commodity. But who is going to be in the last wild card spot? Who knows? It may be the Commanders, maybe the Falcons or Bucks, or hell, maybe even the Rams. But who knows? All right, so now the playoff pictures looked at. Let's go over the week. Let's make our predictions for week 10. Let's see this game. I really can't even say because the game already happened. Bears barely won 16-13, a game that nobody really gives a shit about. Colts at Patriots on NFL Network in Germany once again. I really don't want to say the Patriots are going to lose this game, but I feel like the Colts are good enough. I call them the Colts. The Colts are good enough to beat them. Definitely with easily. I won't say easily, but definitely score 20 points. Ravens and Browns. This is a good AFC North rival battle. Last time the Ravens crushed the Browns. I think the Ravens are going to win, but I don't think the Ravens are going to crush them. Bengals at Texans. Texans at Bengals. I got that backwards. Who knows? Both teams are playing very well, especially both quarterbacks. But I think the Bengals defense is much better, and I think that's why the Bengals are going to win. This is going to be a really close game, I think. Third game is 49ers at Jags. 49ers are on a 3-game losing streak. Jags are on a 5-game winning streak. Deebo Samuel's coming back. I know that for a fact. I don't know if Trent Williams is. So I think they really need Trent Williams to come back to help protect Brock Purdy. But also the coach needs to make sure. I think they just need to focus on running the football mostly. But I believe the 49ers are favored, but I'm going to go with the Jags at home. I'm going with the technically the upset pick was with the Jags over the 49ers. They won 5 games in a row, and I expect them to keep on going. I think that obviously the best team in the AFC South. I just expect them they're very under the radar as of right now. Saints at Vikings. This is a back and forth game. I think the Saints barely beat the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings defense is playing much better than they did at the beginning of the year, but again, I trust Derek Carr more than I trust Josh Dobbs. That's really it. Packers at Steelers. Steelers, I think they're gonna be the Packers. Their defense is gonna be too much for Jordan Love. A weird game. Titans at Bucks. Both teams are 3-5. Both lost. Both on actually no, they're not on losing streaks. Titans lost the last game. Bucks are on a 4-game losing streak now. Yes, it's 4-game losing streak. Yeah. Then I don't know. I think I've picked the Bucks the last couple of times to break their losing streak, and that hasn't come, and haven't helped me out at all. So I'm going with the Titans on the road. I don't know if they're favored. I don't know if they're favored. I don't know who's favored, but honestly, I don't care who's favored. Falcons at Cardinals. Kyler Murray is supposed to come back for this game, so this might make this game a little more interesting. But at the end of the day, I still think Atlanta wins. I still think they're a more talented team. I still think they're the better team. So I'm going with Atlanta on the road. Lions at Chargers. I'm going with the Lions on the road. Really, we have to really pick this game. Giants at Cowboys. Like, I think it's pretty obvious. Although it'd be fucking hilarious if Tommy DeVito upset the Dallas Cowboys, but that's not going to happen. They're probably going to win 40-0 again. So Cowboys at home. Commanders at Seahawks. Seahawks at home. I trust more than the Commanders on the road. And the Sunday night game, Jets at the Raiders. Raiders played well against the Giants, but I don't know if it continues. Aiden O'Connell is an unknown commodity. We know what Zach Wilson is. He's going to be a backup quarterback for the rest of his career. I mean, from what I've seen from Aiden O'Connell, I do like from what I've seen from Aiden O'Connell. The very little that we've seen of him. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets on the road. Jets win on the road. I think their defense is much better than Raiders' defense, and I think the Jets' defense carries them to victory. Monday night game, last game, Broncos at Bills. I'm gonna pick the Bills to come back to bounce back against the Denver Broncos this week. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell for more notifications. Have a good day. Enjoy the weekend. Go Birds, even though we're off, but still, it's always go Birds.